Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Season Where the platform where we speak truth to power. Have a listen to this.
They took over all my businesses and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people.
So, there you see Orji Kalu crying in the Senate. The Senate majority whip. They took over his businesses. They tried to kill him. They put him in jail and all that. But he survived it. So now let's hear the whole story from beginning. Let's hear what he's saying now. Here we go. Have a listen.
Mr. President, Deputy Senate President, my colleagues, I want to start by thanking all of you for being brother's keeper. Mine will be a little bit emotional because when I had problems in these chambers, I know that most of you stood behind me. And I want to thank, I have to mention a few senators. I have to thank Mr. President. I have to thank Senator Amusu, Senator Alero, Senator Goje, Senator Yahaya Abdullahi, and my deputy. Why I'm thanking them is that these people were with me throughout during the problems. And I thank the Vice President because he was coming to see me every week. Mr. President, today is the beginning of new friendship to all of us in the chambers. It's not the end of the old friendship we started. I want to thank my constituency for bringing me here. And I want to say that coming here gives me a lot of latitude to understand Nigeria better, to understand what we stand for better, to fight more for united Nigeria. I believe that we are dispersing, not separating ourselves. I went through one of my best time in life in the Senate, and also went through one of my difficult period. Also in this Senate. Before I came to the Senate, before I came into politics, I can buy anything body can buy. I'm not a thief. Those that put me in prison know the reason they put me in prison. They took over all my businesses and want to kill me. But I survived it. I'm in the Senate with you people. It's not the end to what we have done. It's not the end to united Nigeria. It's not the end to brothers keeper.
He's crying there because he was in jail and he's still in tears. You can see that. And there's no doubt the emotion is real and all that. But I don't subscribe to the idea that Nigeria, because Nigeria is not working for us all. It isn't working for the citizens. It's working for those who are in that clique and oppressing the very citizens they're supposed to serve. This is why I keep telling us participation in our governance is a must. In fact, it is the only thing we need to be focusing on. I just want to, I will keep saying that, and I will keep sharing this particular thing that I want to just bring to you. As you all know, you know that when it comes to the Constitution, there's two areas I'm going to continue to home in on. And that's because I believe that when we home in on it long enough, people will hopefully, be able to you know, hold on to that and begin to apply it. So, in everything that is saying there, I need you to understand that this is your role, your responsibility. Sovereignty belongs to the people of Nigeria, from whom the government, through this constitution, derives all its powers and authority. And the participation by the people in the government shall be in accordance with the provisions of this constitution, 14.2a and 14.2c, respectively. We need to apply that. So if we do that, it doesn't matter. We can hold this. We can hold the likes of Orji Kalu. We can hold them to account. So when he's talking about and whatever, feeling sorry and all that stuff, the fact is that none of us are holding these people to account. Yes, he may well have done his business. I wouldn't question that. But there are questions that many of them have to answer in terms of how they came about their wealth. It may not be the case, or may not be the case in this situation, as to how that happened or whatever. I don't know. But what I do know is that overall, many people have come into that chamber very, very poor and left very, very rich on the backs of the wealth of our commonwealth, which has been denied us, which has meant that we have no roads, no water, no light, no schools, no healthcare, no safety in our communities. So we have to be very aware of that. But anyway, what are your thoughts anyway?
But these senators I called,
It's still emotion, obviously.
with me. I never lacked.
So he's still
When
crying.
the PDP that I was governor for 2 terms was being formed, I brought every money they used in forming that party, every penny, in 1997 and 98. And I later became a thief. And people I gave transport money from my house in VI became angels. This is what Nigeria represents. I want to thank my colleagues for giving me these 4 years of uninterrupted support.
So it's still emotional.
Because this country is not fair to so many of us.
Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah, it's not fair. It's not fair to millions who, yeah, it's not fair to many people who are not able to feed 3 days a week, 3 meals a day, who are not able to go to hospital, who are not able to have good roads, no water, no light, no schools, who provide their own water, their own light, their own schools, their own security in their community. And you say we're a nation. It's not fair on them at all. Yes, you might have personal reasons to say that, and we won't try to diminish that in any way, shape, or form. But we're telling you, this is the thing that we have to really understand. It has come to it now that we need to really begin to hold people to account. We have to participate in our governance. Again, I'll bring that thing out, because we need to. You may disagree with me on this, but if you do not participate, millions of naira will continue to go missing, millions and billions. Emefiele now. We're hearing, let me read to you unconfirmed. I saw that this evening and I was like, I'm not surprised, sadly. I'm not surprised. 1 second, please. Let me just check that. Let me just get that Emefiele thing out that came out just minutes ago. Yeah, it says here, Emefiele, I'm going to talk about that in another broadcast. Findings show $100 million transfer to Taliban in Afghanistan under his leadership. That is why if you don't participate in our governance, if you do not start participating, that will continue to happen. So, just wanted to put that in. Let's just wrap it up here. What are your thoughts? What is your take on what you see?
I built this country, I employed 13,800 workers. People employing nobody, and nobody asked them their source of wealth. I have 3 factories in Lagos, Nigeria. I have 2 factories in Ota, build manufacturing. I have 3 factories in Aba, manufacturing, and I'm a thief. And people that cannot explain where their source of wealth comes from, they are not thieves. I leave everything in the hands of God. May God be the judge.
Thank you very much, Chief Whip.
So you can see he was very emotional there. What I wanted to do was to just talk about, I wanted to just mention that, everything he said from his point of view, it's not something I can argue with. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but all of them, the thing is that many of them have become rich on the back of the nation. And those who are in power have put power in their hands, money in the hands of the few at the expense of the many. So I'm not, I cannot support either. I can't say I support him or against him in any way. But I can just say that our system of governance is not working, and where people have been doing the wrong things and profiting, they have not been jailed. That much is true in what he's saying. But what I'm saying is that it's we, the citizens, who are suffering, and that is why I'm urging you all. When you see this, it means you need to participate in your governance. If you don't participate in your governance and begin to hold them to account, you have the power. Sovereignty belongs to you. There is no power above that of the citizens. No power. No power is above that of the citizen. If you stand together collectively, they will have to do your will from one local government area to the next. And that is why it's important we stand together. So what are your thoughts on what you've heard about from what Orji Kalu said? Leave a comment. Let's hear from you. You're watching Citizen Air, the platform where we speak truth to power. Yeah, let's hear from you. Thank you very much, and bye for now.